Hello, my name is Alejandro Kolleeny, and this is a literary classic in 3 minutes. This week I'm doing the Scarlet Letter. Okay, so here are the Puritans. They're all standing outside the jail. They're all super mad about something. What are they mad at? They're mad at Hester Prynne. Here comes Hester Prynne. She's got a baby on her arm. She's got a big red A on her chest. They put her on a wooden platform, and they go, Hester Prynne, your husband got killed by Indians 2 years ago, and that baby just showed up. Who's the father of that baby? And she goes, I'm not going to tell you. And they go, well, if you're not going to tell us, we're going to make you wear that A on your chest for the rest of your life. And she goes, fine. So they bring her back to her cell, where she receives a visitor, and it's her husband. He goes, that's right, the Indians didn't kill me. You've been fucking around on me. Who's the father of that baby? And she goes, I'm not going to tell you. And he goes, I'm going to find out. I'm going to infiltrate this community under the alias of Roger Chillingworth. I'm going to pick a nice, inconspicuous sounding name, like Roger Chillingworth, and I'm going to find out who the father of this baby is, and I'm going to take revenge on him. And you're not going to tell anyone I'm actually your husband because you've already wronged me so deeply. And Hester goes, ugh. So Chillingworth leaves, and Hester goes out and experiences the scorn of her community. Parents turn their children away from her. People treat her like a leper. The A on her chest seems to repel everyone in town. Chillingworth, meanwhile, gravitates towards the town's young, charismatic minister, Arthur Dimmesdale, who has of late been deteriorating due to an unspecified condition which causes him to clutch his chest as if in great pain. What's so fascinating to Chillingworth is that Dimmesdale has literally nothing wrong with his body. The condition is entirely psychological. Dimmesdale has done something that he feels so guilty about that his body is literally killing itself, and Chillingworth realizes that Dimmesdale is the man he's been looking for. And then he just lays on the guilt. He infiltrates every aspect of Dimmesdale's life and even moves in with him so that he can spend every second of the day plucking the guilt strings, reminding Dimmesdale of his guilt, turning his life into a guilt hell, all while Dimmesdale's wasting away. This goes on for 7 years, and finally, Hester can take no more of watching Dimmesdale tortured like this, so she takes him aside in the woods one day and she goes, listen, that guy, that doctor who lives with you is my husband, he's taking revenge. And Dimmesdale's like, what? Why didn't you tell me sooner? And Hester's like, I know, totally my bad. But then Dimmesdale goes, listen, I still really love you, and Hester goes, I really love you. So they decide to run away. They're going to get on a boat and they're going to flee to Europe. There's only one more thing Dimmesdale has to do before they can leave. He has to give the sermon at this big Puritan festival. So Dimmesdale shows up on the day of the sermon, looking even more weak and frail than usual. He gets up to the podium and proceeds to give the most incredible sermon of his career. He's channeled this transcendent brilliance. He's just spouting these spiritual words of genius. Everyone in the audience is crying. His body is so racked with emotion that it looks like he might collapse, and he staggers forward and he says, I have one more announcement. Hester, come up here. He brings Hester up onto the platform and he goes, you all condemn Hester, you make her wear the A, but I am just as guilty as her. I've sinned with her. And with his last ounces of strength, he tears open his shirt. Big red A on his chest. Big fucking red A. Literally on his skin. And then he dies. And so a lot of people say that he carved the A there himself in a masochistic fit, you know, and a lot of people say that Chillingworth was actually a demon who caused the A to grow there with dark magic. Some people say that Dimmesdale was just so pure of heart that the A sprouted there of its own accord. And others say there was no A, everyone else is full of shit. I, like Hawthorne, leave it to the reader to decide. But in any case, after this scene, there's like 20 pages of kind of wrap-up where they tell you about Hester in her old age, how she became like a venerated figure, and it's not, I'm sorry, particularly interesting. I'm an entertainer. These pages do not concern me. This has been a literary classic in 3 minutes.